Deep in the woods, inside Munster School, a curious but forgetful little monster named Nikeriff could not remember the letters in the alphabet. Nikeriff asked his mum and dad for help. They gave him a large sack and a piece of paper with the alphabet written on it, and said, "Go on a scavenger hunt, find one thing in the forest that begins with each letter of the alphabet and put it in your sack." Nikeriff was very excited. With his teddy bear on his head, letters in one hand and sack in the other, he headed into the woods for his scavenger hunt. On his hunt, Nikeriff spotted an army of ants, a baby bear and a caterpillar. He put them all into his sack. Next, he saw a baby deer, tortoise eggs and a sneaky fox, trying to snatch an egg for lunch. Nikeriff swooped them all up into his sack. On his walk, Nikeriff met a groundhog and plopped him into his sack. Up above was a hive of bees buzzing around. Nikeriff broke off the branch and saw crawling by the hive were other insect critters, including a jumping spider. He dropped them all inside his sack. Phew! Nikeriff's sack was getting heavy, and the critters were getting restless, but he had more letters to find. He already remembered half the alphabet. On his hunt, he caught a kissing bug and swooped up a ladybug and the mushroom it was resting on, and placed them all in his sack. Nikeriff climbed a tree to get a better view of the forest. There, he saw a nest with a sleepy owl in it. He carefully picked up the nest and owl and added them to his sack. Below him, a porcupine was chasing a queen butterfly. He raced around and caught them both and added them to his collection. On his hunt, Nikeriff spied a squirrel resting on a rock. He caught the squirrel still clinging to the rock and put them in his sack, and found he also caught a troop of termites. Hooray! Nikeriff's scavenger hunt was almost done, and his squirming sack was getting very heavy. He stopped to rest beside a flowing creek. There he saw an underwing moth flying around vines. He lassoed the underwing moth with the vine into his sack. Beside his monster feet, a worm popped out of the dirt. He lassoed it up and dangled him above the creek to fish out an X-ray tetrafish. Nikeriff dropped both the worm and fish into his very wiggly sack. Finally, he carefully gathered a yellow jacket and plopped it into his almost full sack. In his heavy, shaky sack, he almost found every letter. Now he just needed to find the letter. His sack tore open, and everything from his scavenger hunt letter rolled, ran, or flew away. As tears streamed down his cheek, he hugged his teddy bear tight. "Boo-hoo!" Nikeriff cried. He found every letter but Z. Suddenly, he jumped, cheered, and hugged his bear. Z is for Zippy.